Hi, Dave Klappenberger with Klappenberger and Son, and today we're doing the ultimate test in coverage. And we're taking one of the lighter colors out of the Behr's Guaranteed One Coat Coverage palette. Got a couple palettes right here, and one of the darker ones, and we're going to see if the light one can go on top of the dark one and cover in one coat, and if the dark one can go on top of the light one and have full coat coverage. And I know nobody else's paint would ever have a chance of covering in one coat when you're going so drastic. And in fact, many times we probably figure you got to prime it and you got to put two coats on. If we can get this to cover in one coat, this is a game changer for the industry. To be able to go into a home and say, Mrs. Smith, I can get that paint changed to a new color, one of these colors, in one coat, is a game changer. It will absolutely reduce your price. It will save the customer money, and it will increase your chance of closing the job. But can it do what it claims to do? So, to be in full disclosure, I've already painted this and painted these walls and flipped the colors. I painted this peppercorn, what's it called? Cracked peppercorn over top of etched glass. And I painted the etched glass now over top of the peppercorn with a 9/16 Worcester fine roller cover for fine finishes for walls and ceilings. This peppercorn was painted over top of the etched glass, and it did not cover 100% in one coat. It covered 98%. It wouldn't even take much of a discerning eye to say, looks like it could probably use a second coat. Over here, where I put the etched glass over the peppercorn, the cracked peppercorn, this clearly didn't come close to covering in one coat. This, where I brushed, didn't cover in one coat. Where I rolled, one coat. So I'd have to say the ultimate coverage test challenge from Behr did not succeed in what it said it could do. Lesser change in colors might have had a different effect. I'm going to try that next. I wanted to run to Home Depot and grab a couple more colors and see if something else besides these extreme colors could cover in one coat. How about something a little bit more moderate? There's a color called Tranquil Gray, which is one of Behr's one coat coverage colors. It's very similar to the Sherwin-Williams Agreeable Gray. It has a pretty good challenge though over this, even though it's a nice common color. We won't see this too much when we walk into a house. Different white semi-glosses, blue, a little bit of red, a little bit of tan. But let's see if it's up for the challenge. I thought this would be a great wall to paint over and see if the Tranquil Gray or Agreeable Gray is agreeable to cover this in just one coat. So now I'm going to paint just this wall with a fairly deep blue color called Sapphire, and I thought it might look nice to pick up this door with a deeper color, and we'll see what it looks like. I don't know, you can always repaint it, it's just paint. I'd like you to see how well this is I'd like you to see how well this covers. Its workability is good. It glides on pretty nicely. With other Dynasties, I didn't quite always have that experience, but this one is just really easy to work with. I just want to see show you how thick this is. I don't quite paint as straight of a line as I used to. And there's that. Isn't that nice? That is very, very good coverage. Come on down here a little bit more. Hopefully the camera is still locked into what I'm doing. Alright, good. I think that's going to be acceptable coverage for one coat. We'll see when it dries. Everything changes. Okay, so did this paint cover in one coat? Almost 100% yes, but there's just a couple spots like right here where you can see some of the old color coming through. Maybe that's paint or air, but I tried to put it on as evenly as I could. You can see this is all great, and then all of a sudden you get to this corner up here
and whoop, there it is right there, a little spot. And where I rolled it, that looks really good. I don't see anything, any holidays there at all. Looking good, looking good. So I'd have to say 100% coverage probably. This is just the lighting, don't worry about that. That's not a mist spotter. It's just the way it's reflecting the walls, a little bent. 100% coverage, sure, why not? The Tranquil Gray ended up having very, very good one coat coverage, except for the white over the top of the white semi-gloss. I just think the paint glides a little bit over there. You can still see a little bit of difference, but that's where it wasn't the semi-gloss, where it was just different colors. It's got 100% coverage. It looks fantastic. Certainly would say that's good. That works. Just the white semi-gloss areas where you can see that it needs another coat. So if you're going to paint over semi-gloss at all of any color, I would definitely factor in 2 coats. But over a flat or eggshell paint, I think you're pretty safe shooting for 1 coat. If you like what you're hearing, subscribe, hit the like button, everything's cool. Is the Behr Dynasty really a 1 coat covering paint? The answer is, it depends, sometimes. If there is a huge drastic change in color, there's a chance you're gonna have to put 2 coats on. That peppercorn over the etched glass and the etched glass over the peppercorn definitely took 2 coats. However, that sapphire paint color, that blue over that off-white, 1 coat, man. The Tranquil Gray over the mixture of stuff covered really well except for the white semi-gloss. So let's just say a drastic change in color, you probably are going to want to play it safe, bid it 2 coats. If you're selling a house, you might be able to get away with 1 coat. If you're going over semi-gloss or satin on the walls, you're probably going to need 2 coats. So think about that even for doors and trims and things like that. Just like to say, I love you, Vincent and Troy. We miss you, and we can't wait to see you soon. Take care, everybody. Have a great day.